Hi guys, it's Claudia, and we're going to do a reading for the Divine Feminine today. So welcome. There is something brewing in the air, big for everybody. Everybody's going through it. Doesn't matter who I talk to. They are just right smack in the thick of it. So I felt the need to pull quick today. I'm sorry I haven't had a chance to do a lot of the individual sign readings, but it has been, my life has gone to hell and back in a handbasket in the last few months, so I have not had time to do it. I'm sorry. Okay, the current energy right now, of course, is all over the place. We have, out of 5 cards that fell, 4 of them are major arcanas, which tells me that right now, doesn't matter what's going on. It might seem crazy and seem like it's out of your control. That's because whatever is happening is because it's fated and destined to right now. There is no controlling it. There is no stopping it. And I know, because even my own life personally, that's just been the last few months. Unexpected things, crazy things, just that's what it is. The Chariot, whatever's happening right now is happening fast. A lot of impulses, a lot of things that just need to be done. You're just doing them, getting there real quickly. Page of Wands is like just a spark and an excitement, something new. Sometimes that's indicative of travel too. Maybe some people are just trying to get away to just, I don't know, sometimes change of scenery shifts the energy a little bit. But in the middle, what fell out first actually was the Sun, which is your ultimate happiness, getting everything that you've always wanted. It's having all the wishes fulfilled. I mean, the Sun nourishes everything and makes everything better. The Lovers, tells me that you have been coming into alignment with yourself, and because of that, and that's why the universe is setting things up, it's going to align someone for you too who is on the same wavelength as you. And what fell out too was the Devil, which tells me that you are overcoming all kinds of things right now, overcoming any kind of addictions and things like that. Devil energy it's like a strong tie to something that was toxic, and I think that it's just time to release all of that, which is fitting. I mean, I'm doing it in my life right now too. Hang on, one of my decks fell off the table here. Okay, I'm back. And we're going to clarify a little bit of these and see what's going on. But I can tell you right now, if you are part of this collective, you are feeling all of these right now, because I know it is exactly what I'm going through. So let's see. Well, those fell on top of the Chariot, so I guess they're going to clarify the Chariot for us. Yep. First, what fell this way is what fell down on the floor is the 4 of Cups. That's what's led to this. The feeling of complacency and just everything is just blah, and knowing that whatever place you were in was not working and things had to shift and had to change. And this is the I'm laughing at the other 2 cards, which I'll explain in a minute, but the 2 of Wands is knowing that there are choices to be made and weighing out the options of what is a better path for me, and really kind of taking the time to figure it out. But it's almost like I said, because it was fated, it's sort of like it happened for you. So whatever relationship isn't working, whatever job isn't working, whatever friendships aren't working, just in general, any path you've been on that you're realizing is not necessarily the one for you, you're just weighing out different options right now and trying to figure it out. But the choices are going to come quick, and like I said, it's almost a matter of the universe just putting it there. And then you got the 6 of Wands, which is victory and accomplishments and being able to be happy and excited in the outcomes of what's happening. And the sun again, which means even though it might seem confusing and a lot and overwhelming right now, at the end of it all, you are going to, it's going to lead to the ultimate happiness. There is no other ending. I mean, out of what do we have out here so far, 9 cards, 2 of them are the sun. The likelihood of that is, I mean, do the math. The probability is really not high to get 2 cards, the same card out of 2 different decks like that. And they use all different different decks to clarify. So clarify the Page of Wands. Tell me what the new spark and the excitement and the feeling of adventure is about. Let's see what falls out for this one. Some of them turned over already, but I'll tell you what they were in a second. Okay. Let's see. What led to it is heartbreak. And that is usually what leads to the need for change and feeling of having to move forward with a new excitement, a new passion. The cards that fell out here, which is really bizarre because 7, 3, and 1, and this was also a 3, are very significant. That's a significant number to me. So it's Ace of Swords. There were some truths. It's like a double-edged sword. Whether you want to hear it, don't want to hear it, it happens. It has to be said. It's communication, brutal, honest communication with almost, there's just no emotion behind it. It's just whatever has to be said gets said, which leads to the heartbreak. And then this is for some of you, it might have been, because of a third party energy. I know in my case, it's not about that. It's, we've always had our issues and whatnot, and it's just, it's time to end, and that's it. It's just, this is defeat, conquest. Like you are just kind of taking what's yours and running off with it. And this can also be a card of betrayal. So maybe you feel betrayed by that person for a lot of reasons. It could be because of the third party energy. It could be because of communication and harsh communication and things that are said, and which might be the case for some, like I said. And it's whatever it was, it's leading to heartbreak. But I don't know that it's even heartbreak over the person. It's heartbreak over the situation and what you thought was going to be your ultimate happiness, but it wasn't, I mean, in my case, we were already divorced and then tried to make it work for the kids and stuff, but it's just not, and that's okay. I mean, it's sometimes that all just leads to the motivation for bigger and better things. And like I said, sometimes it's just divinely orchestrated and you don't know why. It's just because the universe has different plans for you, and that's okay. Sometimes you have to just release, surrender, and let it go. Let it go into the universe. Okay, clarifying the devil is the Two of Swords, which is a lot of mental anguish over a situation, over 2 different paths, and possibly having made the wrong path. Some of us were toxically connected or are toxically connected to certain people, and it's just time to really to not feel like you're at that crossroads anymore, and it's just time to know that you have to release it. Because as much as you might want to fix things, for whether you're in love, whether it's for the kids, whether it's for whatever reasons, I mean, people stay together for all kinds of reasons, you are mentally at a place where I think you just know that it's time to let go of the toxicity, because it's not going to lead you down to your destined path. The more you fight it, the more the universe is going to throw things in your face to force it. It's how the universe does. When they keep giving you signs and hints and to do things and you ignore it, then they're just going to, kind of come over and punch you right in the face with it, you know? And that's all right. I mean, sometimes we need a little, you know, ass kicking from the universe. It motivates us to go into better directions, or directions we didn't even know was possible. You have the Knight of Pentacles, which is slow moving and hardworking, and I feel like you are, you know, in that energy that, you know, once that devil energy presents itself and you knew that you were at that crossroads and have to do better, now it's the Knight of Pentacles energy, where you are, it's slow to come to get there, but it's you will end up with stability, which is the ultimate goal. Stability for yourself, stability for your family, and, you know, if there is one attached. And you have also the Page of Pentacles, which means that you are now knowing you need to do different things. Some of you may want to, you know, go back to school and further your career. Some, you know that the work that has to go in to get to that, you know, even to the Knight of Pentacles, and then even eventually the King of Pentacles, would be to put that work into you and your endeavors and what makes you tick. And you got the King of Cups, which is stable love, very stable love, loyalty, love, all of that, which, you know, that's that other path. I mean, either you can stay with the toxicity, and, you know, and it doesn't even mean that one person in particular is toxic. It's just that sometimes the way energies meld together, they become toxic. You know, it's, you know, again, even in my case, it's not, you know, neither one is bad or good, or, you know, at fault or not at fault. It's just the energy together is not healthy. And once you finally come to terms with that, you know, you realize that there are paths and other, you know, you go to the crossroads, and, you know, you had over here, you had the deciding on different paths and figuring out what's best for your situation. Clarify the Lovers. Like I said, I think the Lovers is almost about, you know, not even in the literal sense of lovers. It's almost like the alignment with you, learning that what you're worth. Yeah, see, this is the card of having felt left out in the cold and like losing all hope. And that's what led you to that, knowing that you have to come into better alignment with you so that you can attract things on a better level, and not even necessarily people, because at the end of the day, it's only about finding us and who we really are. And that's how you know, if you want someone else in the picture, that's how you get there. Yeah, the Seven of Pentacles. It's planting the seeds for something new. It's getting ready to put the work in soon. It's the sowing time, you know. It's time to put all of those, you know, each of those seven pentacles into you, so that you can come out of that Five of Pentacles energy, you know. And then eventually, you know, the goal is always, you know, the Ten of Pentacles, to have the ultimate stability and wish fulfillments and all of that kind of good stuff. Clarify a little more for me. The Page of Pentacles. You got it again. You got it in this deck before, and now you have it here too. The Page of Pentacles is the person who has realized that they have to do new work, or more work, or put the efforts in. And you have finally realized that you are worth putting the effort in, because sometimes the easier path is not the better one for us. You know, the hard work and all that is what builds character. Now, I know we're clarifying the Lovers, but when this card flew out, it flew out back over to our original, the Chariot, which is interesting. And it's the Nine of Pentacles. This is being able to reap what you've sown, you know, because you have that Seven of Pentacles, which is the planting of the seeds. Then we move into the Eight of Pentacles energy, which is putting all that work in. And then this is reaping what you've sowed. And that's how you will attract everything else into your life. The jobs, the friends, the house, the whatever you want, whatever is important to you. That's how you do it. You have to come into alignment with you. And that's scary as fuck, and it's tough, and it's brutal, and it's but it's what leads to the stability. It's the 1111 card, which is it's almost like the minor arcana version of the Lovers, which is the major arcana card that we're clarifying right now. This is destiny and soulmates, and this is the only way to allow that kind of energy in is when you put the work into you. And then, I mean, a lot of us, if you're here for a love reading, that's what you want to hear about. You want to hear about the other person. But sometimes we don't get to that other person until we love us fully. Because then until we love us fully, there's no way to appreciate anybody good that comes into your life, no matter how great they are, or no matter how good they even are for you or would be for you. If you're not even good for you, you can't accept another half and be able to give them what they deserve too, until you're ready to receive what you deserve from you. Clarify the sun. And this fell over that Chariot too, which fell over the other side. And for the third time, you have the Page of Pentacles. I'm not sure how many more times the universe can tell you that you have to put new work in. And that's so true, because now at this point, I having moved in the past year, I don't have the same kind of clientele that I had. And so I'm going to have to take on like a different job or something like that. Or, I'm still figuring out all the logistics, but it's, that's just what's going to have to happen. When the universe throws you into change, you go with the flow and you change with it. Because like I said, if you don't, universe is going to put it in your face, like it or not. Okay, we got, and clarifying the sun, which is interesting because when we clarified the Chariot before, we got the sun. And now when we clarify the sun, we get the Chariot in this deck. And again, the Chariot is, fast motion, and so is the Eight of Wands. But the Eight of Wands also comes with a lot of communications and with communication. And Wands energy is very fiery and very excited, has to say what they have to say right now, which is funny. It's kind of just my personality in general, talk first, think later kind of thing. So the Eight of Wands, and you got the Five of Wands. And the Five of Wands is always about conflict. And I think all of the conflict, from internal conflict, external conflict, struggles, all of that is what led to it, to, you needing to find the sun, to find that change and be willing to put the work in to get there. But you will. There's no other way. The universe sets things up so divinely for you. It's just that sometimes you need to actually appreciate and realize that the universe isn't doing anything to you, it's doing it for you. The Four of Pentacles. It's time to hold on to what's good and what you've got. This is the Four of Pentacles is also the card that, something is telling me, let you know, any of you who are not being so careful with money right now, be a little more cautious with money. Okay. Let's see if there's anything else from this deck to clarify. Nope, nothing else from here. So this is all about like the present energy and a little bit about where it's going. But now I really want to focus a little bit more on exactly where it's headed. So tell me, what's coming in the near future for my divine feminines? Oh, the Knight of Swords. This is intense focus, fast, just no, sometimes not even any thought, just bam, straight ahead. And it's okay. This sometimes leaves the emotions out of it. And I think right now, some of you are in that time of like, right now you just have to act and do, and you could worry about the emotions later and kind of dealing with them. It's sometimes it's too much to handle everything all at once, and that's okay. Sometimes we have to just set it aside for 5 minutes, focus on the bigger picture, and we don't sweat the small stuff. Five of Wands, and you got it again, and it's literally fell on top of the other Five of Wands. The Five of Wands is telling you that there is, conflict, and it's not going to come without some work. But again, I mean, you had the sun came out twice, so we know the end is beautiful and it's perfect. Do you get there without some fighting and some? No, honestly, no. It's inevitable, But I think a lot of times some of it is almost more about the internal conflict. Yes, of course, that comes up into your future. The Magician, that's because you are the magician. You're the ultimate manifester. At the end of it all, everybody's going to, they might feel sorry for you, or they might, what a terrible situation, or whatever, any of that. But at the end, dude, you pull that rabbit out of the hat and everybody's going to be like, oh shit, how'd she do that? Because you're the ultimate magician and you have the power and the intuition to get there. King of Swords is about that Knight of Swords energy is rushing in, fast communication. The King of Swords will just say it like it is. This is no emotion, just stability, and that's what I'm saying. Right now you are in a space of almost wanting to feel none of the emotions because there are too many of the emotions. And that happens, But there you go. See? At the end, it's the Ten of Cups. That's what we were talking about before. Ten of Cups is the wish fulfillment. It's stability. It's foundation. It's solid. It's happy. And it's loving. Cups are all about love. I mean, it's the complete opposite of, some of this energy. So once you figure out the path and you work towards the goals and you get there, you end up with having every one of those cups filled. The 10 is the end of the cycle. It's the end of the old and the coming of the new. Let's see if there's anything else from this deck for the future. The Devil. And oddly, it flipped out upside down, which I generally don't read reversals other than maybe like 2% of the time when I feel inclined to, and when it sticks out that it fell upside down. So it's the release of all of that. It's the release of toxicity, the release of addictions, the release of anything that was holding you back and holding you down, and anything that, bad choice is gone. It's done. There's not even room for that anymore. It's just the Magician is going to bring in the 10 of Cups instead. That's what the Magician does. I like these holographic cards in person, but on video I think you get a lot of glare, sorry. So let's see, we're going to use one more deck to pull a little bit more on future. I love this one. It's a Golden Girls deck. How cute is that? So let's see. Anything else about the Three of Cups and the Ace of Pentacles? There's not much more, I don't even think, that needs to be said for a future than these. And this is, the Ace of Pentacles is new beginnings and new financial stability, new directions. It's also about getting an ultimate wish. The Ace of Pentacles is the biggest thing you have been wishing for, and it comes, and you get it. You win. You get all of it in the end. And the Three of Cups, because then you're going to be able to celebrate. Three of Cups is all about celebration. Again, before, when you had Three of Cups, when it comes with a card like this and a card like this, it talks about third party, energy, because you always have to read it with the surrounding cards. But there are several meanings to each card, and you read them based on the surrounding cards. When the Three of Cups comes out with something like the Ace of Pentacles, that's the meaning for this one is all about celebration and being able to, kind of invite other people to your party, because you can party again, and it's good. It's good. You end up in a good space. Ace of Wands is first what came out here with it was that Seven of Swords. And that Seven of Swords energy is like running away like a thief in the night. It is time to just pick up and go. It could be also a card of, cheating and things like that, like it was in here, which is funny that these two cards came out in this, but with surrounded by different cards, represent something very different. But you had it over here, and that's a party, an energy of when we were saying what led you to it. That's an energy, could be an energy of cheating and things like that. But when it's with this, and it's the Ace of Wands, it's because you are trying to run into the direction of what's sparking a brand new excitement, something so exciting and so on fire. And this is the King of Wands, which is the ultimate passion and excitement. And this is the first card of the Wands, and then this is the last card of the Wands of, that's one of the suits of the four suits of the minor arcana. And this one, once you realize what's important and you only take off with that, you end up with this, which is, it could be literally in the physical sense of ending up with, the passionate king in your life that is the other half. But it could just be the excitement and the passion in general of heading into that right direction. And this is, you have a new spark, a new thing, and you end up all the way from the new spark to the ultimate, it's the highest level of excitement and passion and desire to go better, bigger, all of that kind of stuff. So we're done with the card part, and then this is a Soul Truth deck, and I just want to see what comes out about the overall energy. That's how we'll end it today. I don't have too much time to go super in depth, but I hope that helped some of you. Obviously, these are, it's general reads for an entire collective, so you would need a personal reading for me to assess your individual situation. But when was the last time I couldn't stop laughing or smiling? It's time to smile and laugh again. It's the way it has to happen now. There's no more crying, there's no more tears. That's what that energy is of, even like that King of Swords and stuff. It's releasing the emotional part of it, and again, looking at the fact that the universe is doing all of this for you, even if you can't see it right now. And I know it looks tumultuous, and I know it's hard to see the light at the end of the tunnel, but it's all right. Sometimes we got to go through some shit, it's life. I mean, those of you who know me personally, how many hurdles, how many obstacles. Every time I twist and turn, there's a new one. That's all right. Dude, I come out better, stronger, fiercer every time. And I'm not afraid of this time either. In fact, it's time to laugh and smile. It says, go back to a moment when you laughed so hard you almost peed your pants, or did. That's usually with my kids because they're funny and that's, what they do for me. Feel the laughter grow in your body, your cheeks hurting and your eyes watering. Maybe there was even a snort or two. Laughter is healing. It reminds us to take life less seriously and find the joy in the littlest things. Note to self, laugh more often. Today's soul action is make somebody laugh today. Anytime you have the power to make someone smile, you do it, because that's your karma comes back for you tenfold with that. And there's a reason I can always stay laughing and smiling and through even the toughest of times, because that's the energy that heals. At the end of the day, all of this in our human bodies don't matter. As long as the soul knows and is happy and is smiling and laughing, the rest of it falls into place. So, the end thing is, be that magician. Know how much power you have to manifest what's good. And you will. It's at the end, you had the sun, you had the Ten of Cups, you have all of that, and you will. It's a matter of being able to see it, to appreciate, to hone in on what's good, and absolutely time to release what isn't. That devil energy is not the energy that we're in anymore. Once you elevate out of that, you can't even possibly attract that kind of energy. It won't mesh with you. It won't. But hopefully I'll have time this week to do some more readings. I don't know. Like I said, I got a lot going on right now. And this is, just an extra hobby kind of thing. I do it because if I've been given a gift, I need to share it. So even if there's just one of you that gets one message, that's why I needed to do it. I hope it helped. Like I said, if you need further clarification, then just message me for a private reading, and I will see you all soon.